My name is George Johnson. You're listening to the iBall podcast on iBallRadio.com.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five. Brothers.
What up, and welcome to another episode of the iBall podcast. I'm your host, Derek Williams, also known as D-Will, the coach, and I'm here with my co-host, my big brother, Brian Williams, a.k.a. Coach Chill Will. What up, Chill?
What's good, everybody? Good?
Yes, sir. Another day, another dollar inside the iBall Radio Studios here live in Montgomery, Alabama. And oh, boy, it's been a great week, man. But I'm going to tell the truth. I was down last week, bro.
Yeah, man.
I was out of commission. We put out an episode, and we got in here and recorded. But I left here, boy, and I felt horrible, Chill. Horrible. And y'all probably hear it in my voice. And it's coming up off me now, but it's still there.
I think it's a bug going around.
Yeah, it is. It is, man. Yeah. And I want all y'all to know, man, listen, use your Lysol wipes. Use your hand sanitizers. And wash your hands with soap and water.
That's the biggest thing. Like,
soap
man,
and
listen,
water.
I like the hand sanitizer to touch, but I believe too much of that, you sticking the germs to the surfaces. Use soap and water, people.
Yeah, man.
Use soap and water.
You're going to hear me cough every now and again, but
soap and water.
Use some soap and water, though, man. Get your nasty behind in the bathroom and wash your hands with some soap and water. Especially if you're going to be in my presence and think you finna reach your hand out and shake my hand.
Hey, man, just go go early.
Go early.
Fist bump. Go early. It's
be
not
first.
Personal.
Be
just
first.
go early. When they coming up to you, lift and be high.
Be first.
Be first.
Hey, so listen, everybody. I want y'all to look at this camera real well right now.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, when you see me, hey, you ain't got a knuckle bump. Just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hit me with the fist, man.
It's the new.
It's the new, man. It's the new, man. Yeah. It's the new, man. But we got a great episode planned for y'all today, man. I'm telling y'all. I put it out on there on Instagram this morning. Y'all done pissed me off. Like, I'm really sick of y'all ass. I am, right? I'm not even using my beat button because I'm sick of y'all ass because y'all are just doing entirely too much. It is basketball season, right? It is time for all of us to come together, right? I'm here to tell you, y'all ain't coming together much for me right now.
Nah, everybody wants to be the it guy.
Everybody.
And I'm so sick of it. We used to share 30, 40, 50 of these at a session.
Yeah.
And I've gotten to the point where when I even see anybody in the gym with somebody acting like they I just go by it.
Yep.
I don't want to hear what you got to say.
Yep.
I don't want to see what you're showing.
Yep.
I don't want to know nothing about basketball coming from your mouth.
Period.
I just don't want to know it.
I don't want to hear it.
Because a lot of y'all, man, y'all killing the game. You're killing the people you working out with. And listen, you know how they used to say Magic Johnson was one of the greatest basketball players to ever do it.
Facts.
He sucked as a coach.
Facts.
A lot of y'all out here that's talking about basketball because you got a little older or you were around the game, man, y'all suck as trainers.
You're horrible.
Y'all terrible.
Listen, and half of y'all couldn't play. For the ones that do it and you could play, that don't make you no more right.
Right.
That don't make you no more right. You just as bad as everybody else.
Man, and you know what kills me? The scenarios.
Oh, God.
When people show hey, let's make this dribble, let's get to this area, let's go between.
God.
Bro, listen, when did basketball become so choreographed?
When did it come? Listen, you know how they always talk about the NBA and the NFL script?
Yeah.
Every year, it's on a script. We already know what's going to happen. Yeah. All this is rigged. Bro, y'all are trying to put basketball on the script.
Man.
And your movie sucks.
Man.
I'm just telling you, your screenplay sucks.
Man,
and I hate it.
I see so many behind the back dribbles and between the leg dribbles and crossovers and all, and I'm like, man,
Listen, I'm so ready. I'm gonna stop saying listen, but I need y'all to listen.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to get in this gym this basketball season and see these trash ass players play with your tutelage that you showed them all summer long.
Yeah.
They're going to be trash as hell, and it's going to be your fault. And I'm talking about y'all trainers. I know it's been about 6 weeks or so before we really...
Because we try not to talk about y'all and give y'all any love or platform. But once you get so much of it, you got to blow the spot up, bro.
And here, okay.
Got to.
Not only are we finna, straight demolish y'all today. I'm not holding back. I'm finna demolish y'all. I'm going to bite my tongue to not call your stupid ass name, right? Just so I don't, because she'll say I can't sit on here and take shots at people, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't take shots at people unless you can rebuttal me immediately.
Right.
If you can't immediately rebuttal me, meaning if I got something to say to you, I'm saying it to your face.
Right.
Right? So if you can't immediately rebuttal me, I'm not going to say your name.
And we not internet gangsters.
And then we're not internet gangsters.
But I got to talk about you.
But I got to talk about you, right? I'm not a podcast gangster, right? I'm not trying to be that. But I'm telling you, I'm going to bite my tongue today.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I want to really bad. And it's not the platform for this. This is a family show, right? We love everybody. This is for the masses. Anybody can ride in their car with anybody and listen to this podcast.
Right.
Right. And that's the reason we don't do a lot of what other people do on the podcast and use all the profanity and all the other type stuff, right?
And listen, if we actually did that, our numbers might go up.
Oh, it would.
But we're gonna go up organically.
We're gonna go up organically, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna be true to who we are. Like I
Right.
say, we ain't on here trying to be something we ain't. Now, y'all know me. I'll cuss you out in real life, right? Straight to your face. And like I say, if you can't immediately rebuttal whatever I'm saying, I ain't gonna say it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm going to say it. I just ain't going to put your name on it.
Right.
Okay? So let's just keep it real. If me and Chill Will got something to say to you, so you don't have to go around and say, oh, they talking about me.
Oh,
right?
we'll say it to your face.
We going to say it to your face. So let's get that out there
if
first.
it's that important.
Because some of
And a
y'all
lot of
don't
time it's not really that important.
some of y'all don't even
Yeah,
the only reason I'm talking about you now because it's good podcast banter.
And it's bad.
And it's extremely bad. And not only are we talking about that today, but y'all see me rubbing my hands together like Birdman. It is basketball season. We are 3 weeks away from the first games.
Yeah.
Might even be closer than that. I think it's some games November 10th. I think it's a tip-off tournament November 10th in Birmingham, if I'm not mistaken.
It might be one here in Montgomery too now.
Yeah. When is Courtney's?
It may be the 8th.
Courtney's the 8th?
It's early.
It's early. So we're about 2 weeks away, right? Well, 3.
Yeah.
Essentially. So we're about 3 weeks away from the start of high school basketball season, man, and I am extremely excited. This week, iBall TDB will be putting out, Chill Will just said, I got to be like that 4-letter network. So there's been a change to the iBall TDB team rankings. We're going to do a top 25.
Top 25.
We're going to do top 25 regardless of class.
Yep.
All right? We're not going to do 14. We're going to leave the 14. We're going to leave the lottery for the player rankings.
Right.
We're going to do top 25. And guess what? We're going to update those weekly.
Mm-hmm.
Weekly. So now that y'all know this, we're going to need interaction from the schools and the teams, right? Now, y'all can't expect us to go do all the work. You can't expect, we ain't going to be able to be, it ain't enough. There ain't a lot of us. It ain't but 3 of us, right? And we got some other people that we work with. 4 when you
We got 4. We got Dave.
4. Got Dave.
Yeah.
So it's 4 of us actually, and we're all in. Me and Chill, of course, are in the same place, but we got Birmingham and Dave's in North Alabama, right?
And y'all way more writer than me, just to be honest.
It's okay. Chill Will.
I'm more.
Chill Will's.
Let me talk to you about it.
Yeah,
I gotta upgrade my writing game.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
Right, it's
Real-
okay.
real deal.
It's okay. But we understand who you are. You gonna talk to him though. You know what I'm saying? But and we got some people down there in South Alabama that's really giving us some valuable information, right? But we're looking for more people, right, to give us information. So just like y'all do with Huddle and Max Preps and Dragonfly and whatever else y'all do, send your scores in to iBall TDB. Let us know, right? Let us know. We gonna need your stats. We gonna need to know who had how many points because we gonna be at games, but we ain't gonna be able to be at all the games. So when we put out this top 25 and you're not in it, and then you hit me and say, oh, we beat so-and-so that's in your top 25 by 5 last week, and so-and-so had 25 points. But if you ain't tell me, I ain't know.
Right.
Right? Because ain't nobody coming to your little podunk-ass gym to watch you play. So start putting in the input so we can really make this a valuable piece of information. Unless y'all just really want to keep leaning on AL.com. Who knows nothing? Who knows absolutely nothing? Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, and Max Preps, who goes off an algorithm.
But I'm gonna tell you, people invested in Max Preps. Like,
Oh no, I'm invested in Max Preps.
Yeah, when you see the information in Max Prep, it's coaches. They've played their games. The
They own
game
it.
is over. They spend that next morning.
Yep.
Logging into Max Preps. They're putting the score by quarters.
Yep.
They're putting who their leading scores are.
Yep.
Like they are putting that information in there.
And listen, Max Preps makes it easy because they give you a database to do so.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I got a Google Doc. And I'll send it out there to y'all. And you can enter all of that same information. You can just copy and paste it right in ours.
Yeah.
All right?
We got it. We working.
We
gotta
working.
Continue to grow.
Because if y'all haven't noticed, the iBallradio.com website is down. I took it down on purpose because we're upgrading, right? We're upgrading, and hopefully we'll have this capability for you guys once we bring it back up.
Yeah.
So we're working. But with all that being said, man, that's what we're talking about on today's episode. We're going to talk about a little bit of that. We're going to get to that later on in the episode. But right now, man, we're starting off, we're talking about these fools. And I'm going to tell you, Chill Will, what really burns me up about this as we change it over. What burns me up the most, Chill, is this new basketball terminology. Everybody has a term for every single thing. The inverted drag dribble, right? The inertia moving, whatever the hell y'all be saying. Like this basketball terminology that y'all have created drives me insane because you think it makes you sound smart. You're fooling people, parents, and players by using this terminology, by saying these type of things, making people think that you know what you're talking about because you going full-blown TI on us.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You going
Yeah.
full-blown TI, so I'm supposed to believe you know something about basketball because you could talk about the inverted drag.
Right.
And you could say that, right? So where is this? When did this become a thing? Is what I'm asking you, Chill Will. When did this new basketball terminology become a thing? Now, the backside of that is, and probably who's the real culprit behind it, and I'm probably finna answer the question I just asked you for you, are these NBA trainers. The NBA and professional trainers are the problem we're having with this new basketball terminology BS. That's who we're having the problems with, because most of these money stealers are the ones who are referencing the NBA trainers or the professional trainers and making that their validity on why they're saying what they're saying, and what they're saying actually makes any damn sense, when in actuality it makes no damn sense.
Man, you remember years and years and years and years ago. I'm gonna say before 08.
Okay.
And they had the quarterback whisperer.
Yeah, what was his name? It was the black dude, bald head.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name.
Can't remember his name.
He had the Mannings though.
Yeah, and that was the first time we were really privy to, hey man, it's a lane to do like training with kids to help them develop.
Facts.
All right. And shortly behind that, that's kind of when we created our model.
Right. Facts.
But fast forward to 2023, where we are now, it's just too much.
It's too much. Everybody's that.
And everybody's an expert. Like that's the crazy thing now. Everybody's an expert.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, now people have relationships. Hey man, I got a partner or a buddy that went to the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I know him.
Mm-hmm.
I still stay in where I stay. You come in, shoot some jumpers with me. I'm gonna shoot a video. Now I'm the expert for everybody else that wants to be you. So people selling these packages, don't nobody really want to go to work. Everybody like, I'm gonna be a trainer. And man, it's ridiculous what's going on right now.
It's sad, dog, because everything you just said was 100% facts. That's the issue. And let me tell y'all what I'm referencing. This past week, y'all, like I mentioned, I was sick. So I was in the bed. I really wasn't even on social media, right? But when I picked up my phone, I would scroll for a minute. I would get fatigued, and I put my phone down.
Right.
Right? And a lot of the fatigue didn't come from a sickness. A lot of the fatigue came from the content that was on social media that I was looking at. Because a lot of times, man, probably against popular belief, I ain't on social media a lot. When I'm on social media, I'm usually giving y'all content, right? I'm posting content. I'm loading content. I'm editing content to put out there for y'all to consume. So I don't do a lot of scrolling. So a lot of times when y'all ask me, hey, did you see my post? Probably not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I probably didn't see it. But this week when I was on my back and I wasn't doing a lot of posting, I scrolled a little bit.
Right.
And I came across a video. And the video was of this dude. I guess he played a little high school basketball. He's not from this area, right? He played a little basketball, maybe. I didn't go research him, right? And he was doing a drill.
I don't care if he played the NBA.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. So when you say you ain't researching what you were doing, yeah, go ahead.
I feel you.
Yeah.
If researching don't even matter.
Don't matter.
At all. I agree. You're completely right? I'm glad you clarified that and fixed me, right? As I was going. So I don't give a damn where he played at.
Right.
But he was doing a drill with a group of kids. Not one.
A group of kids.
Not one, but a group of kids where he was teaching what he called being able to finish at full speed in a fast break. Something about damn inertia, right? I could pull it up, but I ain't even going to waste my time.
Can't get him
no love.
No love.
So,
because somebody might follow him.
He had thousands of followers,
Yeah,
so somebody follow him. You know what I'm
Can't
saying?
get no followers from him.
Right.
Not for this trash.
But here's the thing. I saw likes on this trash.
Yeah.
So I
of
saw
course.
some of y'all that listen to us, that I know listen to us, that I talk to, you liking that trash. But I digress.
And they were traveling every single time.
That's the point. He was teaching a drill where you started at half court, you held the ball in one hand, and you ran full speed as fast as you could and finished at the rim without slowing down. Because his theory behind it was, when you're in a game and you're moving full speed, you see a lot of kids blow open layups because they're going so fast. And we agree with that. You see that all the time. Like, that's a great assessment. Great assessment, right? We see kids blow full speed layups all the time because they're unable to control their body, right? However, he was teaching this drill without dribbling because he says you can run faster without dribbling than you can with dribbling. Duh. Boy, I almost said the wrong word.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Whew, my eyes big right now.
Yeah.
That would have been an edit job. But duh, we know this.
Right.
And then his theory and his reference behind it was the Miami Heat head trainer, who also teaches this drill.
Yeah.
So you're here to tell me that you got kids in the gym for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes doing a drill where they absolutely break all rules of basketball. And you're supposed to have those kids who some of them can't even speed dribble from baseline to baseline with their offhand. You're here to tell me that you're teaching them how to run full speed and finish a layup without dribbling.
Yeah, man. It's bad.
That's their justification to me was that, and y'all know I said something. I told them to stop stealing them parents' money.
Right.
That's what I told him to do. Y'all know I don't hold my tongue. I told him stop stealing these parents' money.
Because that's all you're doing.
Period.
Because once you get the trainer and majority of his work is referencing the person.
Yep.
Now I know you're full of bullshit.
Brian.
You're full of it.
You're full of it, man.
You're full of it, bro.
So we understand that when you start getting your reference game on, bro, we know you full of it. We know you're now selling packages.
Right.
When you come to me and say, oh, I'm doing this because so-and-so from the Miami Heat said this
We
works.
had to deal with that.
We did.
We had to deal with that.
We did.
Somebody tried to justify to us.
Yep.
Why they did a thing because
No,
Popovich said it.
No. Let's talk about that because we
Yes.
can say that and feel.
Yes.
We can say that with confidence.
Right.
We're talking about Greedy.
Greedy.
Last year when he was at Northwestern State, Coach Corey Gibson.
Corey Gibson
That's now the head coach at Austin P.
and the assistant coach.
Yeah, the assistant coach who's also at Austin P.
They co-signed telling Greedy Williams
Yes.
that it would be more conducive for him to shoot one-hand free throws because he had missed 1 or 2 free throws in a game. But the reason behind it is because Greg Popovich said it.
Because Sohan, who is now they're saying is a 6'8", 6'10", however big he is from Baylor,
Yeah.
they're going to start him at point guard
I
this
see
year.
that now. I
Okay.
can tell it's a straight experiment going on over there.
Period. Greg Popovich, although he's the greatest coach to ever coach inside the NBA,
Listen,
hands
you
down.
had a Tony Parker.
You had him.
You had a David Robinson.
You had him.
You had a Tim Duncan.
You had him.
You had a Manu Ginobili.
You had him.
So,
I get it.
I get it.
That's why I say he's better than Phil, because if you go through Phil's list of who he had,
Yeah.
come on.
So when you start talking about the point guard, the two guard, the center, the
Right.
power forward, like, and then you had a Sean Elliott, you like
on,
you
man.
had some
Dogs.
dudes.
And we've all know over Greg Popovich's tenure and career, we know he likes small guards.
Yeah.
Right? He likes small guards.
Right.
So now all of a sudden, I got a 6'9". Okay.
Yeah.
But the reference behind to us, the reason they had Greedy shooting one-hand free throws
Is because
Greg Popovich had Sohan shooting one-handed
and
free
that
throws.
was their sole
Period.
reasoning behind
Period.
the entire thing. And we told them, bro, buddy's never even thought about struggling with free throws. Now you got this man actually shooting 30% from the free throw line because you got him up here thinking about going to shoot with one hand.
And not only
It
that,
blew my mind, bro.
you altered his game because now he was avoiding fouls because he didn't want to go to the free throw line.
Man, would you want to go to the free throw line and
No.
shoot one-hand free throws?
No. On national TV, no.
One-hand free throws?
No.
And then the coach is really telling you, oh, if you don't want to do this, you can sit over
down.
here with
You
me.
can sit down. You can
So
sit
now
down.
I got to go do this bull so I can even get on the floor.
So I can. That's why he's like, "Hey y'all, I got this."
Boy.
But now that is the snowball effect
Of what's
of
happening.
what y'all are doing with this crap that y'all are putting into the game.
It's bull.
It's bull.
You're trying to co-sign it by saying such and such said it. Because such and such, dog, you got to understand this. We talk about the elevation of coaches and trainers and some of the situations that they get in, right? And some people are lucky. Some people, I must say, work their butt off. But
Right.
that doesn't mean you should be pushing your agenda forward, right?
Facts.
All right. Trainer at the University of Alabama, Steve Prohm,
Who is now
and head basketball coach
at
Murray State University.
okay.
Iowa State had some very big-time guards.
Right.
All right?
Oh, Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, had
Ja
some
Morant.
very big-time guards.
Right. 2 All-Stars.
But your whole thing was, I was not a basketball player. I was around basketball players, and I knew how to develop great relationships with them.
Right.
But I didn't teach them basketball. That's the problem with these trainers. Like, you have friends.
Yeah.
Your trajectory of getting where you need to get, you were able to build some great relationships. Good.
Right.
But now you're the person that's saying, I'm going to teach you basketball. You can't do that.
You can't do that. You can rebound.
You can rebound.
You can orchestrate drills. But when you say I'm getting in the gym and I'm going to teach you a move, I'm going to teach you footwork, I'm going to teach you this, that, and the third, boy, stop.
But look at this. Whenever you see the NBA pros working, they're working with someone. And I'm not talking about the staffs of the teams when you're working with the coach.
Right.
And we all know who those guys are.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is, when they're in a random gym, now it's a random guy that's doing this, and you're teaching, you want us to think that you're teaching the professional.
Right. And I'm going to tell you who does not do that. And he's the most popular trainer in the world. Chris Brickley. C. Brickley is never in the gym teaching. C. Brickley is in there orchestrating drills. Hey, you shooting 30% off the dribble going left when you lead with your right foot. We coming in here to work on off the dribble going left, leading with your right foot. That's what we're working on today. I'm not in here teaching you how to pivot or do a move or do a dribble move or do something or do a half spin, turn around, fade. I'm not teaching you that. If anything, hey, man, you shot 30% on your baseline fadeaways, spinning to the baseline on the right side. We're going to practice those today. That's what you should be in the gym doing. And take your ass under the goal and rebound and go pass. Not going there, hey, man, you need to do the half spin, head fake, step through, finger. We're not teaching that. Y'all need to stop that, because where in the hell have you ever in your life did a half spin, head fake, step through, finger roll? On what level?
And you can tell that there's no real thought process put into any of these training sessions, because if you have a group of kids like your buddy had,
yes,
everybody's doing the same thing.
Oh God.
Everybody's doing the exact same thing.
So you're here to tell me that whole group of kids, everybody that you had, they're on the same level and their games are identical.
That's what's wrong with basketball right now.
That's what's wrong with basketball.
That's what's wrong with basketball. That's why basketball is as good as it is bad as it is too.
Come on, man. And it's killing the game to the fact of you're confusing people with your TI terminology, saying that, hey, I know what I'm talking about because I can say it like this. Right? Like y'all listen to us on this microphone, and it damn sure ain't because we eloquent. Because me and him sit here and we butcher so many words.
But man, we don't talk a lot about single drag, dribble, step through.
Nope.
Whatever. Bro, I'm a lot of times when I'm watching videos and I hear the term, I'm like, what is this?
What are you talking about? I had to rewind and be like, the what of the who?
Right.
Of the what? What are you talking about?
Right.
Like, where did you come up with this? Where did you even get this from? And like you say, a lot of times it's the NBA trainer who's in the gym with these professionals who gets bored, because it's hard for you to go in there and say, we're going to shoot 25 going left, 25 going right, 25. Like, it's hard to do that with a guy who's going to shoot 23 or 25. It gets boring. So now you're in there trying to come up with something to make them advance themselves. Somebody who can already do everything, what else can you do to add? So now you got these professional guys adding this stuff, like the Kevin Durant pregame workout when he's spinning on one foot.
Hey, or your package sucks and you trying to give 35 workouts for $150.
Or even if you taxing, even if you're stealing money,
so
you
you're
might be
in there.
high.
So you in there every day, all day,
Right?
And I just can't keep doing left hand, right hand layup.
I can't keep doing this, man. I can't keep doing this. Even though the kid can't speed dribble baseline to baseline with his offhand,
I can't keep doing this.
I can't keep doing this. So I'm finna have him do the, man, damn it, we're going to start at this corner. We're going to invert drag. We're going to spin behind the back, step back, side step.
Terminologies. The kid's not going to be able to do it. And now the parents going to feel like, yeah, I need to give him my money. And, bro, you watch him in a game.
And he's Euro stepping as soon as he get cross half court. He gonna Euro step as soon as he get cross half court. Oh, Lord, like the dude we saw teaching the Euro step drill where they just hopping the leg to leg, ain't taking no dribble.
But D, they in there teaching Euro steps and between the legs and dribble, drag, dribbles. And now we get the kids in a group and do 3-man weave, and the kid don't even know how to do 3-man weave.
Whoa, B, you don't. Stop, man.
The kid can't even do 3-man weave.
Stop, man. Because they can't.
He's never heard of a jump stop.
The boy can't pivot. The boy can't reverse pivot.
Hey, man.
He can't reverse pivot.
Hey, man.
Listen, chill. You know what I feel better with? Go back to better basketball days.
Yeah.
Go back to teaching better basketball. Because here's the thing. In this back and forth that I had on Instagram last week,
You actually got into it.
I did. Sorry, y'all, but I did. It
Yeah.
ate me up,
Yeah,
chill.
I feel
I
you.
had to say something.
Yeah.
Right?
Somebody's got to say
Somebody's got to say something.
We can't keep letting this go.
Right. So in this, somebody puts up a comment. Well, in so-and-so, who is some trainer person, I don't even know the name. I'm not saying that because I don't want to say the person's name. I don't really.
Right.
In so-and-so's TikTok demonstrations, that was their first line of their rebuttal to me. In so-and-so's TikTok demonstrations. So we got these guys that are on here in the gym teaching your kids that are getting their information from TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok trainers.
This is the thing that I found out about social that you gotta be careful about. Everybody's got something to say.
Facts.
And they're gonna say it. Because you remember the JQ video?
of him shooting
The
turning
13
down
dribbles.
Yeah, turning down
He
the shot.
took 13 total dribbles when he had a wide open three.
Facts.
And I just said the power of not trusting your jump shot creates this kind of shot. Man, do you know I got maybe 15 comments? Hey, turn down a good shot for a great shot. Remember that,
God.
this, that. And it makes me realize, like, and I went to the One Buddy page. He was a high school kid, and he had 2 videos, and he was an over dribbler.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So it just made me think, like, you know what? You'll never play at the next level.
Period.
But you play basketball.
Okay.
And you think you have game, but you really are trash.
Trash.
You understand? But nobody is going to really own I'm trash.
No, you said
I
that.
can hoop.
Yeah, we got content out there of you saying that.
Yeah.
Like,
They're not going to tell you I'm trash.
I don't get no tick, but I think I can play.
I can hoop.
Yep.
I can hoop.
You're right.
And it's the parent. You know, your son plays wherever he plays. He's really bad. But for where he plays, he's good.
Because they're bad.
Because they're bad. And now you're saying we're this. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard in the game of basketball, in sports, period. But I'm a basketball. In the game of basketball, of owning, you know what? I'm really not that good.
I'm not that good. Because listen, the best players are the ones who can sit there and say, whew, I'm not that good. Because now they know they need to go to work. Now they understand this is what I got to do to be a better basketball player. Not, oh, that person's good. Oh, man, I can make that move. I'm just as good as him. And you trash.
Viral has changed.
Hey, hold on, pause. You know who I love this kid. And I know I talked about him a lot, but I love him because he's self-aware. And this is the reason I believe he's going to play college basketball somewhere. Ben Sims. Ben Sims is so self-aware. Ben Sims know, hey, I'm a pretty good basketball player. Am I that level basketball player? No. But I know I'm finna work my butt off because I want to be that level basketball player. And he's a player that's going to play college basketball somewhere because he's self-aware.
But he's going to give himself an opportunity to play because he's going to take the opportunity that presents itself.
Right.
He's not going to sit there and tell himself, well, man, if Duke or Alabama doesn't recruit me or some Division I, I'm not going to play basketball because I'm better than the guy that's at Huntington, Faulkner, AUM. I'm better than that guy. And he's there, man. They're terrible. I'm not going there.
Come on, man. And we got guys actually saying that.
Telling us that.
They are saying, I ain't going there. I don't care if they come, I ain't going there. Okay. Because here's the thing. When those other schools that you want to call don't call, which they ain't going to call. Here's the problem. The school that we're telling you that you should be thinking about, they ain't going to call neither. Because you ain't good enough to even go there. So, I digress.
We killing trainers.
We killing trainers, bro.
Kill them.
And they deserve to be dead.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the days. Take your butt up to the park. Take your butt to the gym and go hoop on Saturday morning.
And trainer, just rebound.
Just rebound. Listen.
Encourage. Hey, man, we need to hit 2 in a row. Make 3 in a row. Hey, man, try not to miss 2 in a row.
Hey, man, your footwork off. We're going right, left, not left, right.
Yeah.
We're not jump stopping into it. We stepping into it.
Or we're going to do the 3 different ones.
Right.
But quit trying to say, hey, boy, do this.
Hey, listen, hey, let's go invert drag. And when you get to this spot and the man body turn, you got to in and out and then pro hop and high swing over his head. No, we don't need you to teach that. What we need you to teach is, hey, man, you putting your hand up under that ball when you dribble. Get your hand on top of the ball and push it through the ground.
I'm gonna tell you the one that I know people gonna kill me when I say this. You know the one training drill that I hate?
Talk to him.
The pick and roll. The dummy sitting there or the chair sitting there and you come off and you use your snake dribble and you do I hate that.
And then you one hand hook pass to the other side and then come back off.
There's no defense.
None.
There's no 6'11", 6'10" about to whoop that.
Nope.
There's no what's your boy play with the Kings? Is it Mitchell? What's his last name?
Yeah,
Mitchell.
yeah. That's him.
Sitting on you, gonna tap you from the back. You can't even get into your pick and roll. You can't, there's none of that.
Right.
But you gonna come in here and let's come off the pick and roll. Let's snake dribble. Let's hook. Let's go back. Let's curve. Let's do this. I'm like, where in the hell did that scenario come from?
Where? Who was the person that said, hey, you're going to sit here 1, 2, 3 dribbles with your hand, then you're going to switch and I'm going to go to your right hip, you're going to 1, 2, 3 dribbles with your left, and then you.
But the thing is,
TikTok did it. TikTok
did it, but if you watch NBA basketball and you see a guy turn, you'll see him. Like I'm in here doing this.
And you know what they're going to say? Cone drill. Cone drill. So trainers, as we move on
from you,
because
you won't get no more for about another 6 months, but I'm sure we'll be back.
It's about 6 weeks. ain't gonna go too long, because y'all gonna do something to piss me off.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah.
But as we turn the page on y'all, just do what Chill just said. Go back to rebounding the basketball.
Just rebound.
Like, set up the cones. Listen, it's okay for you to orchestrate drills.
Now, you remember we used to just go elbow to elbow?
Yes.
Right, left, right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Elbow to baseline.
Just go back to the basics, trainer. Like, listen, because one thing I'm really tired of. Y'all in the gym, setting up the tripod, talking
with your mic on
the baseline to yourself.
Ooh, don't do that. I ain't know you was going there.
To yourself.
Chill. You sent me a video the other day. Dude is standing there and he is literally having a conversation about basketball and what you should do to be good to himself. You hear somebody in the background. Listen, and he's in the public gym.
Yes.
He like LA Fitness.
Yes.
And you hear the balls in the background bouncing and dudes shooting around on the other goal. And he is sitting there talking to the wall.
Yeah, he's on the other end.
Talking to the wall.
Yes. Creating content. And he might have had 13,000 followers.
He had he had 13.3 to be exact.
So where is the state of the game, bro? Remember I used to tell where a guy was from because of his crossover?
Yeah.
He's from DC.
Yep.
He's from New York.
Yep.
He was from somewhere.
Yep.
Think about the game right now. Think about it. Just think about it. Bro, I am so tired of seeing 2-ball dribbles. I'm tired of it.
But bro, I'd rather y'all do 2-ball dribbles, one high, one low. What would we drop pass, like wall dribble, 2-ball wall dribble, one high, one low. Go back to that, right? Go back to that. Teach hand-eye coordination. Go back to the tennis ball. Like, have them walking back. Hell, put the bungee cord around your waist, put it around their waist, have them backing up, dribbling, throwing you a ball, and you throw it back. Do some of that. But stop teaching them skill work. It's okay to teach drills. It's okay to try to improve skill sets. But when you come in here and you're saying, I'm about to teach you how to play basketball, man, stop.
That's where the demise is happening.
Yep.
Because it's a bunch of people teaching basketball that cannot play.
Trash.
You were no good in Pop Warner.
Pop.
You were no good in middle school.
Middle.
You were no good in high school.
High.
You probably, if you were lucky, played some level of college and you were no good.
Trash.
And you definitely didn't play any level of pro. And
period.
If you did all of those things and were decent, that don't mean you can teach.
At all. Listen, Jeff Van Gundy, Stan Van Gundy, are some of the best coaches ever. Jeff played Division III basketball. He would tell you I wasn't no good. And they're some of the best coaches ever.
Yeah.
Their dad was in the game. So they learned from somebody.
But they're teaching patterns. They're teaching plays.
They're teaching basketball.
Not teaching individual players how to play basketball.
Period.
That's not what they're doing.
Edon Ravine, Chris Brickley has never made a player better. Ever. He didn't make Carmelo Anthony. Edon Ravine is who Carmelo started off with, and then he went to Chris Brickley. They ain't make him no better. Did they improve his percentages? Did they improve his footwork? Did they improve his skill set? Yes. Did they make him a better basketball player? No. He was already good. Right? They helped him improve his skill. Do that, people. Just do that. Go Go rebound the basket.
Do some analytic work.
Thank you. Like Chris
Get
Brickley.
my percentages from 29.5 to 31.
Get me there.
Track me. Show me where, okay, I made
you shooting
29% more of my shots from this area.
Right. You shooting 29% from the left wing. We going to work from the left wing today. We're going to shoot 1,000 shots this summer from the left wing. We're going to improve you from 25%. We want to get you to 32%.
But quit teaching me James Harden dribbles.
Lethal shooter. How many moves have you seen lethal shooter teaching somebody? Whenever you see lethal shooter teaching somebody something, what is he teaching them?
How to shoot.
Period. His thing is, I can take somebody who can't shoot at all and I can turn them into a good shooter. I can have them making shots.
But see, that's the mentality. Like you just said, lethal shooter has told himself, I can make a better shooter. These trainers are telling themselves, I can make you a better hooper.
And that's not possible. Lethal shooter can never say, I can make Rick Ross into a better basketball player. No, I can have Rick Ross where he can stand out here and make a jump shot. That is two completely, totally different things. And y'all keep trying to confuse them. You can't confuse them. Right? Look at I'm talking about the top trainers in the game. I've never seen lethal shooter teaching Bobby Portis the turnaround fadeaway. He's teaching Bobby Portis catch and shoot, put the thing on the ground. You need to elevate off the ground, land in the same spot. Make sure your feet are this far apart on your shot.
Well, maybe that's what's going on, because in order to sell packages, you got to have bells and whistles. But the real work, they talk about they got a guard whisperer now out of the area, and all the guards going to him, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, some of those guards, they talk about him now, and I'm starting to see him put a little bit more content on there with people.
Right.
But I would really like to see what a session with him and Shea is like, but you got to understand, I can't make you Shea. I don't care how many dribbles.
Shea already good, bro.
That's what I'm telling you. I don't care how many dribbles that Shea does in a game.
Right.
I can't make you Shea.
Mm-hmm.
And I can show you every dribble Shea does.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that's the misconception.
It is, and that's the confusing part, right? Because listen, once you start training pros, your ego goes up, right? These guys get egos, and they think they're somebody that they're actually not, right? And that's part of the problem. You're starting to think you're somebody when you're actually nobody. And I know I said 15 minutes ago I was going to get off y'all, but I'm finna really get off y'all now, right? And we're going to go ahead and turn the page because, man, we do want to preview a little bit of what's coming up this high school basketball season. And with that being said, man, coming up, you want to do a live read? No, you're listening to the iBall podcast right here on iBall Radio and iBallRadio.com.
Yes, sir.
So chill. This season has a lot of hype around it. Now, I will say, I don't think the teams are as deep as they were last year. Okay, I think it was more teams that could actually win state championships last year than it is this year, in my opinion. Especially in 6A, 7A, right? I think 5A, I think it's more competition this year, okay? Because I think Fairfield's going to be really good. I really like what I'm seeing from Fairfield. And I think Coach Maurice is a hell of a coach. So I know he's going to be able to get them into a spot because he's done it with lesser talent. So now that he has that whoop, it's going to be interesting to see what they look like. And we already know what Valley is, right? Valley is the reigning undefeated state champion. And they brought back everybody. So they're going to be a problem, okay? So I understand that. But I don't think it is as deep in each and every class as it was last year. Because I'm just gonna be as blunt as I possibly can. 4A sucks. There's nothing in 4A. And if it's something out there in 4A that I'm missing, tell me. Because I've reached out to several coaches. And I got a lot of list of, like, when I reach out to coaches and people, I'm asking them, hey, give me your 5A through 7A top 10. And in 4A, if you got it. And then tell me your top 2 or 3 teams in 3A, 4A that you know about. And I'm asking coaches from every area of the state so they can know about the smaller teams in their area. Do you know that every single one of them, I'm not being facetious, I'm not exaggerating, I'm not bloviating. Every single one of them skipped over 4A. Every single one. Nobody gave me a team worth looking at in 4A. Jacksonville's a 2-time state champion. We know what they lost. They still got Devin Barksdale, who is one of the top. He's going to be in the lottery. I'm going to go and tell you. Since y'all waiting on that 2025, Devin Barksdale will be in the lottery in 2025.
They waiting on
They waiting. He's going to be in there, right? He's a lottery player. They got him returning. Outside of that, nothing. I don't think Anniston has nothing. Westminster, we know they lost everything. Even Caden Richardson didn't went to Bob Jones, right? So, and Chase McCarty, we know, is at IMG. There's nothing in 4A. When 4A last year had really good teams.
But that's what I was going to say. I think the biggest problem is guys are just starting to, and parents are in better situations, and they're just starting to go where I can play.
Where the hoop at.
Where the hoop at. I no longer am I just going to stay in this little bitty situation that I'm in.
Right.
I'm going to move.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to move the family, and we're going to get into a situation where we can go play some basketball.
That's the fact.
So as you're looking around the state and you see that, that's what I see, because there was a lot of movement this summer.
Listen, we got word of movement this morning.
Yeah, I'm talking about a lot of movement.
A lot. I mean, major players moving.
And it's crazy because coaches out here scratching their heads and they're wondering where players are. And, hey, I'm going to tell the Alabama High School Athletic Association. I'm going to tell. And, you know, bro, like, duck and smoke, I guess.
Listen, and I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to be honest with you. For anybody, coaches, programs, anybody that goes out there and you snitch about a kid moving to play somewhere else and you tell, I'm calling your name. I'm here to tell you, and I'm not only going to call your name, and it's all love for you, right? It's not going to be anything personal, but I'm going to let the people know you the one that snitched.
But, I mean, we dealt with that forever here in Montgomery.
We did. We better be glad we ain't had no platform back then.
Yeah, because
I would have told on you then.
And you know, we stayed out of the game. We just worked harder.
Right, we just worked harder.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we know who tells. We're going to know who told. And we're going to tell the entire state of Alabama that you are the one that told. So before you go out there snitching, just know you're going to be labeled a snitch.
But it's coaches out there, man. I'm telling you, man, when it comes to that thing, it's coaches out there counting other teams' gains.
Yep.
So, okay, I understand that if they played too many games or something happened.
Yeah.
And I find that out early in the season. I'm gonna say it in the area tournament when if I tell now and they got a forfeit the next day and that puts them out. Like they're using that kind of leverage to try to win.
And man, I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all out there playing a game like that, man, quit. We don't want you in our game. We don't want your we don't want you around. Okay, people? We don't want you around if that's what you gonna do, bro. We don't want you in our game. Like, now, we don't condone cheating.
No.
Right? Now.
But how do you cheat? From the standpoint of if a kid decides I want to play here instead of there, how is that cheating?
It's not cheating.
You understand what I'm saying?
It's not cheating. But
I don't understand.
And when I say cheating, I mean you out there changing the kid's grades to keep him eligible to play. Right? Like he flunking out and you going around getting his grades changed for him to stay eligible.
Yeah, you're doing him a disservice.
You're cheating.
Yeah.
Like I ain't cool with that.
Right.
Right? Now if somebody go and say, "Man, listen, I got this kid report card. He got all Fs." Right? But they got him in so and so with a 2.6. I ain't with that.
Right.
Tell. Right. Like that's kind of equivalent to I saw you pop somebody, police came and asked me, and I said, I don't know nothing. Yes, you do. You saw it. Right? So that's not snitching. That's keeping it 1,000. Snitching is, oh, so-and-so lives here and he moved and he was playing for me and now he's going over there. That's snitching. That's not minding your own damn business. You ain't see it happen. You heard it and now you telling. Because, oh, I got to play them and they're in my area and they might beat me. You a snitch.
Well, it happened to you.
It happened to you.
You know, we had people taking photos at the house.
Well, see, chill. I ain't even want to talk about that. I ain't even want to go there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to go there.
I feel you, but it's just I don't know, man. And those teams end up not winning.
Facts. You're not going to win anyway. If that's your issue and that's the way you're looking at your season, you're not going to win.
We had a kid that left our program as a senior.
Sure did.
We ain't saying nothing.
Sure didn't.
And he was a big piece of the puzzle.
Listen, statute of limitations is up. Slim.
Slim and Rungy.
And Rungy.
We lost 6'8", 6'9".
Back-to-back years.
6'8", 6'9".
Back-to-back years.
With what we already had.
And knowing that they were still supposed to be with us.
Yes. Nobody moved.
Nobody moved. And we didn't say a word.
Not one word.
Who cares?
Who cares?
And if y'all wondering what Chill was referencing, my senior year of high school, Dan Lewis at Carver took me to court because our older brother Chess and Brian went to JD and had murdered Carver for so many years, and we lived in South Lawn, that he had pictures of me walking out of my house, getting in my car, driving to JD, getting out my car, and going into school, and took us to court. I missed my whole 10th grade year. That wasn't my senior year. My whole 10th grade year because of that. All right? So that's what we're talking about, snitching. If you're going that far to snitch, we ain't, and that's why it pricks my heart. Hurts me. But anyway, if you snitching, we telling. If you the snitch, I'm a snitch. Facts.
Yeah.
I'm snitching on the snitches.
Because it's listen, man, if you're losing players out of your program, do a better job.
Do a better job.
And what we mean by that is, if you're a coach, if you're a basketball coach, and I get it, you got to do other sports at your school, cool. But if you're a basketball coach, make sure you're putting the time, the energy, and effort into the kids to make sure everybody's benefiting. You know,
Facts.
You may have a child that's playing football, but I'm the basketball coach, and you're running behind football the entire summer instead of giving the basketball guys the time they need to give. And if a kid leaves, you can't be mad at that.
Can't be mad at
You
that.
understand? Do a better job of your scheduling.
Yep.
You know, do a better job of putting your team in situations where they travel. Where they can go outside of the state.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times when coaches are losing players to programs, you're just losing to a program that's doing a better job.
And that means that's your fault.
That's your fault.
Here's the back end of that, y'all. You're only hurting the kid. You're doing nothing for yourself. Obviously, the kid does not want to play for you, not the school. Y'all, because you snitching is snitching about, oh, he's not going to this school because he's zoned for this school. You're snitching on the kid. The school don't care if he go to math class at that school. You're worrying about who he plays basketball for.
Right.
So you're only hurting the kid. And you think that kid is going to come back and want to play for you and be happy with playing for you, and y'all are going to have a successful season with that kid playing for you? Stop it.
Right.
Think about the logic of you snitching. And then if you're snitching on a school of a kid moving around that you don't even coach, he's not even leaving or coming to your program, and you're snitching, oh, you just okay? That's what you are. You're just a garden tool.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
Right.
Right? And you do not deserve to be in the game. Quit your position. Move on. Go somewhere else. Because you're worrying about other people's households. Worry about your own household.
Right.
Worry about your own household. Because that ain't going to make, that situation is not going to ensure you a state championship.
Those are hard to come by.
Come on, man. You got to win those.
I don't care how deep you are or what's going on through the season. State championships, period, are hard to come by.
Extremely hard.
And coaches, we talked about this before. We're all vested each and every year to do exactly that. That's the crazy thing about high school basketball that we talk about, because a lot of, especially basketball coaches, man, they aren't getting paid. Now, we got a couple football coaches in the state. They making some guap.
They're going to check.
You know what I'm
saying?
Real
A check.
But when it comes to the basketball, man, a lot of us weren't making money and are not making money to say, you know what, the season just ended. Man, let me go take my family and myself to a vacation in Cancun and decompress from the season.
But the thing is, because half of them got to go teach class on Monday
That's
morning.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got to go teach class on Monday.
Right.
So that's an issue. So I understand the time and the investment that's into it, and you want to win every year, but that's the reason we do it.
Yeah.
To put ourselves in position to win a state championship each and every year. But the actuality of doing it every single year is slim to none.
Slim to none. And here's the other thing, bro. Not only is it slim to none that you're going to win a state championship ever in your career, if you are out there and we understand, like you just said, you don't make a lot of money most of the time.
Your check basically is what you do in school, not what you do as a coach.
You probably, as a high school coach, gonna spend more than you make.
Yes.
On these kids.
Yes.
Especially if you're in adverse situations.
Yeah.
Where you might have to buy dinner. You probably dropping off kids, so you wasting gas. You probably got to buy shoes. You probably got to get toiletries and underwear and
haircuts,
rent.
Yeah.
So their mama can stay something. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it happens. So you're probably going to end up spending more money than you actually make. So if that's the case, why in the hell you out here telling? They out here working just as hard as you. Right? They're out here doing a service for the kid, and you sit back worrying about your wins and losses, doing a disservice for that kid. You don't know that kid's situation.
Yeah.
Maybe that kid needs to transfer to that school because it'd be better for him.
Right.
Maybe the school environment is where he don't need to be because he hanging around people he don't need to be around.
Right.
And if he transfers to this school, we get him away from that element.
Yeah.
Some of y'all not even factoring those type of scenarios into things while you out there snitching.
Right.
So stop snitching, man. Just play the damn schedule, coach a damn team, and win some damn games. Period. And if you lose, go home with your head held high.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You ain't going to Cancun to depress anyway.
Decompress.
What I said?
Depress.
Damn. Decompress. It's all good. It's all good, right?
Yeah.
But that's what we're saying, man. So we are excited for a hell of a basketball season.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, I don't think it's as deep in state champions. 7A, Hoover, love them still. Huntsville High, oh my goodness, they look tremendous.
They got to make something happen.
Now listen,
And I know Christian, your guy. I'm on all. It's time.
It
is time. Christian Swear, and he gonna be mad.
He ain't gonna be mad because he know
it is time.
But listen, he know because here's the thing, Chill. This group about to go.
But you know what? The group that you think is going to win is not always the group to win. We've seen
That's a fact.
lesser
That's a fact.
teams
That's a fact.
just come together, figure it out, win the championship.
That's a fact.
And it's like, boom, we did it. And you look back and like, man, why didn't this group? It just wasn't time.
I'm gonna tell you who to watch out for this year. And because when you got a higher power around your program, you're a problem. Y'all better watch out for Pinson Valley.
Yeah.
Not because here's the thing. Let's not forget, they lost one game last year to the eventual state champion with that guy, Caleb Holt, in Buckhorn. Like, they lost to the best player. And I still will tell you today that Pinson Valley was the best team. They were the best team in the state of Alabama.
Which college just played better that day.
Yeah, they had a better. Listen, Pinson went 1 for 19 from 3. Let's not forget that they made 1 3-pointer all game, and Pinson is a team that lived by the 3 ball.
And it's crazy, man, because as a coach, I thought about that, man. When you prepare every day, you go in and practice, you look, and man, sometimes you just come out and don't play well.
Same thing, bro. Huntsville High last year against Spain Park, they went 1 for 20 something from 3. It just didn't fall that day, right? And I still think last year Huntsville High was a better team than Spain Park. I watched both of those programs play.
But you know what? A lot of us got to do with, I guess, rival.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you'll see a team that's really good, and when they're used to playing teams or used to being in a rival or an environment, it just seems like no matter how good it's just hard for them to beat that team.
Bro, and when I say we, I mean in the Alabama Crimson Tide, got to go down to Jordan Hare this year.
Yeah.
And Auburn sucks.
Right.
And that game has me on the edge of my seat. I am scared.
Because you just know.
I just know.
The Alabama-Auburn game, no matter who's good, who's bad, record, man, all of that goes out of the door.
All the way. Shut it, close.
This is Alabama-Auburn.
And that is freaking Jordan Hare Stadium. Yeah. And you know they're going to put us at 7 o'clock at night on ESPN. Yeah. You know they're going to do it. Yeah. So you're going into a night game in that mojo. I hate it. I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm afraid. And
it's just part of it.
It's just part of it. So I get that part. Sometimes, and over the last several years, Spain Park and Coach Latch got Huntsville High and Coach Swear's number.
And they just play better.
They just beat them.
Yeah.
They just beat them every year.
Yeah.
They beat them every year in the region.
It happened to us with Carver.
We could not beat Carver.
No, and we were better.
We beat Carver 2 years in a row for the area.
It's almost like you didn't want to beat them early because you knew you had to beat them late.
Yep.
Because you were going to have to play them 4 or 5 times.
It was going to happen. Anyway. Just couldn't beat them.
Those games that mattered, it just, hey, we might have been playing for an area championship and wanted it at the house.
Yep.
So you needed to win a game.
Yep.
But I'd give it up, but you never know. Now I got to go on the road.
Yep.
I mean, you feel what I'm saying?
It's a lot.
So
it's a lot.
It's especially with high school basketball. And, we've talked about the area shakeup and how it works. And you got to play them twice, and then you got to double back. And then I don't like that model.
You got to play them twice. Then you got to play them in the area. Then you got to double back in the region.
See, I don't like that model. I think everybody should just kind of go, and then
Cross.
we meet at the game.
Yeah,
that's different. Right. But to even get there,
I got to beat you 5 times.
Come on, man. Or I got to beat you twice.
Twice out of 5? I got to see you 5 times.
Yeah, that's too much.
It's a lot.
That's another reason we just stopped playing locally.
And it happened last year. Vestavia ended up beating Hoover for the area. Hoover came back and beat them by 40 for the regional.
Yeah.
Like how am I know
I just beat you.
I know they're a better squad.
I just beat you.
And now I got to play them again to even get to the show. I should be allowed to get to the show.
That's tough.
It's
boy.
tough,
yeah,
man.
That's real tough.
It's tough, right?
And let's meet at the show.
Let's meet at the show. And let's put all the chips on the table.
Because that'll be a better game, though.
Be a better game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a better game. Because a lot of times when those tough teams come out of those tough areas, it's a cakewalk when they get to Birmingham.
Oh boy, you've seen it.
Yeah.
You've seen it before.
Yeah.
Like 6A, 7A a little different.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, Jacksonville, Anniston a year before Jacksonville won 2 in a row.
Cakewalk.
Before, listen, Anniston with Spooty that year they won it. Jacksonville had to go get Cade Phillips.
But I remember even coming out my year, boy, we had to get past Selma.
But you had to beat Selma, and then you lost.
And then
Selma.
once we get to Selma, we go blow Butler out, and we blow Parker with Cap Brown
out.
The late Cap Brown, legend Cap Brown,
the legend.
Out. Like we win like 50.
Yeah, right. Blowouts. You beat Butler by 30.
But had the state championship game in a JD said, boy, listen, boy.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Boy.
Lord have, which it should have been.
Because if we split and go the other way and then meet, you get that game for the state championship game. Yep. And that would have been epic.
Ooh, that would have been epic.
Yeah.
I think that probably would have been that to this day still would have been. I'm saying, yeah.
Because it was always that regional game with JD Selma.
Oh, my God.
In 95, 94, 93, 94, 95, that era, man,
I'm telling you, that 94 game when y'all lost in the Acadome.
Yes.
When I think you came down and hit a 3, and then they came down.
But Hamp went to the drop zone.
He had to drop zone.
And Doc hit 3 threes in a row.
Yep. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
But we had just played Selma.
Just played them. Had just beat them.
Just played them in Selma for the area championship and beat them. In a dogfight now.
In a dogfight. Yeah. So, hey, listen, I'm excited for this basketball season.
Yeah, bro.
It's a lot of teams out there. Like I say, 7A still got Hoover. You got Huntsville High. You got Grissom still there. Like Central Phoenix City is going to be back and be good. 6A, you got Buckhorn. You got Pinson. You got Mountain Brook. Like 6A still, I think, is the deepest class again.
I think it's always been.
It's going to always be that way.
Yeah, 6A's always been.
Yeah.
Top of the food chain in Alabama basketball.
It's been
and you got to play that sub-regional game. 7A doesn't have that game.
They don't got that sub-regional.
Yeah.
5A, we know Valley is there, but hey, man, let's throw Fairfield in that mix this year.
Yeah.
I think Fairfield is going to give Valley, not even head-to-head, but I think Fairfield's going to be there in the end to challenge Valley for that state championship.
And that's why it's going to be cool to do the top 25 throughout the year. Like,
right.
We're going to do top 25.
Right. Yeah. And if you lose, you will drop.
Yeah, bro, that's part of the game.
It's part of the game. It's going to be so much fun, man.
Seen the college top 25, man.
Right. It's fluid.
Yeah.
It's completely fluid, man. And listen, 4A, I know we just smashed y'all, but y'all got to give us some information.
Yeah, call us. Let us know something.
We missing something on 4A. 3A is going to be good again. I think that's going to be a really, really deep, even though Coca left Piedmont.
Yeah, and he's, you mean Plainview.
Plainview,
Yeah.
not Piedmont. Plainview.
Yeah.
Because so he left there, so that's kind of open, but I think it's Sumter Central's going to be real good with Emmanuel Clarton. He's a dog, right? So they're going to be interesting also. Hillcrest, Evergreen is going to be real good this year again, so I'm interested in seeing them.
They got pedigree down there, too.
Exactly. They always been like that.
Yeah.
They had those cycles where them country boys come through there.
They come through there.
And they be bout it.
Yeah.
Right? So it's going to be interesting to see. And like, hey, 1A, I'm ready to see Keith.
Yeah.
Can Keith do it? Can they get over the hump? Yeah. Can they find, because Keith has the same problem with Otagoville every year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They had that problem with it. Otagoville is their team that we were just talking about.
They see each other.
And
it's going to be a battle.
And they can't get over the hump on them.
And somebody's going to win the area.
Yep.
And then somebody's going to get back in the regional.
Right.
But then now you got the pressure of I got to get out of the area and get to the regional.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
sir.
it's not a guarantee when you're good one year and you lose and then you're returning everything that you're just automatically going to walk to the regional or to the Final Four. It's not a guarantee. It's always an upset.
Facts. And it's plenty of schools that we haven't mentioned.
Yeah.
Please believe me. Don't go, y'all didn't say. Listen, we know y'all out there. We just, for the sake of time, we ain't naming everybody.
Right.
Be on the lookout because we're doing the top 25 regardless class that we'll be dropping on Thursday.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that, man. But with that being said, man, we're going to get up out of here, man. We done went way over an hour. You know what I'm saying?
Have we?
Yeah, man. We're over an hour, bro. We're over an hour. So
But that don't usually happen.
But the trainers, bro. It's the trainers, bro.
They gave them too much time, but we
didn't, man. No, we didn't.
We had
man.
to kill them.
We had to kill them, bro.
Yeah, we had to kill them.
Because y'all with this, I want somebody to come out with the basketball Bible with this terminology that y'all making up. Because I can't follow.
Why are you giving guys ideas?
Sorry. Because we're idea driven.
Because somebody's finna come out with the basketball Bible.
Well, y'all know where y'all heard it first.
It's about to happen.
Y'all heard it first.
And we're gonna get all of these terminologies of why they exist.
I listen, I trademarked that.
Somebody's working on it right now.
Somebody's working on it right now. And that's fine, man. That's fine. Y'all, listen.
I think it's an awesome, great idea.
Right.
And that's a book we could probably. I don't even have time to even fluff you like that.
Bro, I don't even know the words. like I am remedial. Right. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that, I can't even do it. Right. I don't even know what the inverted drag dribble is.
Right. I couldn't even tell you. Right.
Sorry. I'm not finna stand on the ball like Kyrie.
No doubt.
I'm not gonna do it, man. But man, appreciate y'all hanging out with us, man, on this episode of the iBall podcast, man. Be on the lookout this week, man. We got coaches' corners and we got some player circles coming up, man. Those player circles that we got lined up, bro. Like, we got some good player circles lined up for y'all. And
if y'all didn't catch the one with the man, LeBaron Fallon, check it out.
Yeah, man. If y'all hadn't went and watched that episode, man, make sure you see it going across the bottom of the screen. Go subscribe to the iBall Radio YouTube page. We're dropping content, y'all. Like our iBall Radio YouTube page, should I tell them, B?
Yeah.
Hey, man, over the last 28 days, man, we're like 20,000 views. So it's growing. It's growing. I need y'all to get me to at least 500 subscribers, though, people. My goodness. I got like 1,800 subscribers on Instagram. Go subscribe to the YouTube page, man. B got about 1,800 followers on Instagram. Go subscribe to the iBall Radio YouTube page, man. Go check out the content, right? Because we post content on Instagram, but we post more content on YouTube. So if you like what we post on Instagram, obviously y'all do, because we're in the thousands on them, right? So if y'all liking that, go subscribe to the iBall Radio YouTube page, man. Go get your boys to where we should be. And it's up to y'all because we're going to continue dropping all of this beautiful content for y'all each and every week. So like I say, man, stay on the lookout for the Player Circle and Coach's Corner coming up this week. Make sure you go tap into this episode. The video of this episode will be dropping on the iBall Radio YouTube page this Friday. And of course, you can go get the podcast every Monday, 12 noon, right here on iBall Radio and iBallRadio.com. Chill, Will. Let's get up out of here, man. Holla at these folks.
Last name Will, first name Chill. Move with a purpose.
Move with a purpose, man. And y'all already know they call me Coach because I teach you how to ball. Until next week, we out. Peace.
You've just experienced the iBall Podcast, the flagship program of iBall Radio and iBallRadio.com.